The difference between the Canadian and American markets is Canadians like smaller cars, and especially hatchbacks. Back in 1999, Toyota brought in the Echo sedan to Canada, but they didn't bring in a hatchback. That's because there was no demand for the car in the United States. So Toyota decided not to bring the hatchback into North America at all.
And then in a surprising turnaround, Toyota decided to introduce the Echo hatchback to Canada for the 2004 model year. Now this is a Canadianized version of the European Toyota Yaris or the Japanese Toyota Vitz. And you can get this nifty little Toyota in either 2 or 4 doors.
Unlike some premium hatchbacks, the Echo is an entry-level vehicle starting at under $13,000. That's over $1,000 less than the sedan, making it one of the cheapest cars in Canada.
Our test car is an LE model, but even this well-equipped 4-door version with automatic transmission and air conditioning is a very reasonable $16,850.
Now for that price, you get 2 doors, a 5-speed manual transmission, a radio cassette deck with 2 speakers, dual airbags, split folding rear seats, and anti-lock brakes. Power steering is an option. The unique dash, like the Echo sedans, has a centrally positioned speedometer, but as with the sedan, a tachometer is not available.
All Echo hatchbacks have 4 seats, not 5. Even though this looks like a small vehicle on the outside, it has plenty of room on the inside. The seats are raised, so you sit up high, but there's still plenty of headroom for front and rear passengers. The trunk is small, but if there's nobody sitting in the back, you can fold down the split rear seat to either double or triple the cargo area.
You ready to go, Zach?
Where are we going?
Oh, you'll see. Because it's so short, the Echo hatchback is easy to maneuver and it handles quite well in traffic. And it fits into the smallest parking spaces, too. Visibility when backing up is good. I'd also recommend getting an Echo model with power steering because it will really help you with the parking and slow-speed maneuvering. I'd also recommend getting the rear wiper if it's optional. It makes a big difference to your rear visibility in wintertime.
Once you get the Echo up to speed, even on the freeway, it's a fairly stable vehicle. The one thing you notice is how quiet it is in here. Even at highway speeds, the engine isn't very loud. The whole vehicle has a kind of a quality feel to it. The ride feels like it's quite tight, and it doesn't feel like an inexpensive car. It's 108 horsepower, 1.5-liter twin-cam, 4-cylinder engine. It's surprisingly peppy. Remember, though, this is a lightweight car. The Echo's engine even has variable valve timing. Now, that's a sophisticated mechanical system for increasing power at low revs. You usually find it in much more expensive cars. If you're looking for a fuel-efficient car, you're not going to find one that's much more efficient than the Echo hatchback. It uses 5.1 liters for every 100 kilometers driven, and that works out to about 55 miles to the gallon on the highway with the 5-speed transmission, the manual shift. If you opt for the 4-speed automatic, it drops down to about 51 miles per gallon. In the city, it uses 6.6 liters per 100 kilometers. That works out to about 43 miles to the gallon.
See, Zach? I told you size doesn't matter.
We're not going there again. All right, the one thing about this vehicle, it now competes in a very competitive entry-level class. You've got Kia, you've got Hyundai, General Motors, Suzuki. Almost all the manufacturers now have an entry-level vehicle. And that's one of the things that Toyota brings to the market that differs from the rest is the Toyota name. Quality definitely is an issue, and that's one of the things I like. You're buying a Toyota. The other thing I like is a very versatile vehicle. You can get a lot of different things in there depending on how you have the seats configured, and the price is excellent if you stick with the base model. That's my dislike about this vehicle. You know, the base price is excellent. When you start adding $1,000 here and $1,000 there for all the different options, it's not an inexpensive vehicle anymore. What do you like about it?
Pretty much everything. I think this is a great economical vehicle. It's very, very practical. I'm really impressed with the performance, though. You get a lot of kick out of that tiny little engine under there. Very surprising. In city situations and passing, just enough power to get you wherever you need to go. Also, the mileage, fuel economy, fantastic. This is a great second vehicle for a family. Great vehicle for a single person like myself. It's an all-around practical car. Also, the way it performs and handles, it's an easy car to drive. Great for a beginner or teenager. Wonderful car. Dislikes? That trunk could be a bit bigger. There's only enough room in there for maybe about 2 to 3 grocery bags. That's the only dislike, and that's just a subjective opinion on my part. I really like it. I'm going to give it 5 out of 5.
No wonder you're single. Every time you talk about size, you say size does matter. A 4 out of a 5 for me, because when you start adding on the options, it gets a little pricey. I think that's a 9.